Good morning, Starshine. Just kidding. It's like midnight, and I can't sleep because I drank one of the biggest monsters that you can buy. Two of them. But, so tonight, because um, I'm an icon, I'm confident. I overshare, and I'm shameless. I'm going to tell you the most embarrassing moments of my life and how I felt during them. Because really, it's worth it. They are worth the explanation on why. So, I'm only doing 5 or 6, maybe 7. But number 1 happened just a few months ago. So, backstory, I moved schools, and so now the amount of people in my class has gone from like 200 down to 11. Just juniors. That's how many juniors there are in my school now. And there's only 2 guys, me and this other dude. So, one day the junior class was taking a science test. Well, our science teacher, who's a cunt, was like, "Who wants to pass out gum?" I was like, "I will." So I'm going around passing out gum, and I'm like, "Gum, gum, gum," and then I throw it at the person. Well, I don't know what the fuck happened, but I got intimidated. My nose fucking itches. So I got intimidated by this guy, and I don't know what the fuck it was, because I don't like him. I don't even talk to him really. Oh my gosh, it was just like, and so I just got intimidated. I was like, what do I do? So, I just kind of said whatever came to my head first. I was like, "You want a piece of gum?" Really quietly. "You want a piece of gum?" Yes, he did. So then, instead of throwing it at him like I did with everyone else, I handed it to him. And I don't know whether it's just me over analyzing it, but one girl pointed out how I did it differently than I did with everyone else. And I feel like not only were they and me, but also him feeling like, oh, maybe that's a sign that he likes him. It's not. I just got intimidated. I was like, I don't know how to approach this situation. And then I messed up, and now I'm like psychoanalyzing it and thinking about it all the time, especially when I see him, because then I would just become more self conscious because I'm like, oh god, what if he remembers that time that blah blah blah. Well, yeah, that's what's going on in my mind every fucking time I see him, and I'm like, God, I wish I had a take back. It was like one of those moments that you just want to, that you're like screaming inside, and you want God to like smite you then and there along with everyone else in the room. Um, yes. Yes, please. Smite me now, God. Take me now, Satan. But so, never gonna live it down. Uh, then, something that happened just like 2 weeks ago was I was doing the worm, which is like, I don't even know how to explain it with my arm. But so, I like started the worm, and then halfway through, before my stomach touched the ground, I was like, oh my gosh, my glasses are in my pocket. My belly pocket right there. And I was like, I want to smash them. So I did what any sensible human would do. And I made sure that my knees hit the ground first. So I bashed my knees on this fucking linoleum floor that's concrete under, hard linoleum, and I bashed my goddamn knees on it. And it really fucking hurt. I was like, I think I laid on the ground crying for a good 5 minutes at least. It hurt real bad. I could have laid there for like another 10 minutes. It hurt super bad, and I couldn't even walk really afterwards without excruciating pain in my legs. It hurt so fucking bad, and I took like 2 800 ibuprofens when I got home, like one of those Mexican ones. It hurt real damn bad. I was like, And even some girls said that they heard it. They're like, ooh, that sounded like it hurt. And here I am, like, crying on the ground, screaming because I just bashed my goddamn knees into the floor. So yeah, that happened. Um, so, and then another thing that happened was, the very beginning of the track year, I ate Takis and a Monster for lunch, and I decided to go to practice and run like that. And usually, my practices are not that easy. They're like 3 100s. No, it's like 3 800s, 2 400s with time limits on them. If you don't meet your time limits, that means that you do more. So here I am, ate a bag of Takis, drank a Monster. So I was having really bad acid reflux anyways that day too. So here I am, and we were running around the town, and I had to stop and throw up because my body was like, I have to get this out. Um, so I threw up, and it looked like I was throwing up blood. And my coach thought I was throwing up blood, and he's like, "Oh my God, are you okay? Do we need to call someone?" It's like, "Oh no, I'm fine." And I made the whole team stop just so that I could throw up. Well, I mean, the whole distance team of like 3 people, just so that I could throw up, and it was kind of embarrassing having everyone watch me throw up red, disgusting Taki juice. Well, later that practice, I went to the bathroom after chugging water, and I just threw up more. And what kind of made it more embarrassing, I think, was that while I was throwing up, here's a toilet, there's a stall, and here's a urinal. Someone was taking a piss in the urinal as I was throwing up my guts into the toilet. And they said to me, "You good, Damien?" But I was not good. I was far from good. I was not even okay. I wasn't fine. I was dying because it burnt. I don't know if you've ever thrown up like Takis or anything as such, but it burns. It hurts really bad. Oh my god. And then I think this one is like embarrassing but also kind of sad at the same time. But I went to a track meet, and at lunch, because I was like, oh, I have enough time to eat an ice cream and then run, because I have like 2 hours in between my race. Well, what happened was I ate that ice cream, I waited the 2 hours until my race, and then I ran my race. And, halfway through running my race, I started feeling a little sick, but I still got a really good place. That was my third fastest time in the mile at like 5:57 or something. I ran a mile in like 5 minutes and 57 seconds, and that was like my third best time. Um, well, after I stepped off that track, I stood over the trash can, chugging water, trying to keep my ice cream down for a good 10 minutes. And so then I was like, okay, I feel better. So then I started walking to cheer on this other kid on our team who was running the mile. And I got to the other end of the track, and there was a trash can there, and I started feeling real fucking bad. And so I walked across the track, and I started throwing up my fucking guts in this goddamn trash can. I feel bad for this trash can. That was a lot of vomit, and it was not the cute vomit. It was like the vomit coming out of your nose because there's so much pressure. Like, it's like you're throwing up so hard that it's starting to leak out your nose kind of vomit. It was disgusting. I hated it. And I also felt bad because I was throwing up all this ice cream that one I bought, and two, it was fucking delicious. Because it was, okay, like, you know how McDonald's ice creams never work? Their ice cream machines never work? Well, it was working that day, and I was so happy. I was like, this is so fucking good. Well, then I threw up all that goddamn ice cream into this trash can. I was like, that's not okay. That's not good. But so I did. And it was not cute. Well, two of my teammates were watching me throw up my guts into this trash can, sitting there laughing. And I was not okay. I was dying. And this girl, after I was done throwing up, was like, "You feel better?" I was like, yeah. But I also thought to myself, oh my god, you just watched me throw up all that and you laughed at me. That's not funny. It hurt. Just, yeah. And then the situation was made worse because then we ran out of water, so I couldn't even wash that vomit taste out of my mouth. So I rode a good hour with that vomit taste in my mouth, and it was disgusting because I didn't have anything to drink to wash it down or spit it out. It was literally disgusting. I was like, this is probably one of the fucking worst things I've ever done to myself. Um, but yeah, happy times, you know? And those are probably some of the most embarrassing moments of my entire life. And I hope you enjoyed laughing at my misery because I know I sure do. Also, vote for me for the Teen's Choice Award. Thank you. I'm an icon.